dyed my hair blue, so boss would stop blaming me for hair in customers' food. I worked at this family diner called Mel's Kitchen, where the owner Tom was absolutely convinced that every single hair found in the food was mine. It didn't matter that we had like 8 other employees with brown hair just like mine. Nope, according to Tom, I was the designated hair shedder. The first time it happened, some lady found a long brown hair in her pancakes. Tom immediately marched over to me in front of the whole kitchen and goes, "Emma, you need to wear a hairnet or you're fired." I was like, okay, whatever. So I started wearing the stupid hairnet every shift. But then it happened again and again. Every time someone complained about hair in their food, Tom would point at me and threaten to dock my pay. I kept telling him it wasn't me because, hello, I was wearing a hairnet, but he'd just shake his head and say I was being careless. The other servers started giving me weird looks like I was some kind of walking health violation. The breaking point came on a Saturday morning rush. This businessman ordered Eggs Benedict and found not 1 but 3 brown hairs wrapped around his hollandaise sauce. He was furious, threatening to call the health department. Tom stormed into the kitchen, his face all red and sweaty, and screamed at me in front of everyone. "Emma, that's it! 1 more hair complaint and you're gone!" I was so frustrated I almost cried right there. I knew for a fact those weren't my hairs because I had my hair in a tight bun under that stupid hairnet. But Tom wasn't hearing any of it. That's when I noticed something that made my blood boil. Sarah, one of the cooks, was standing right behind the grill with her long brown hair completely loose. Not even a ponytail holder in sight. She wasn't wearing any kind of hair covering at all. But here's the kicker. Tom never said a word to her because she was his niece. That night, I went to CVS and bought the brightest blue hair dye I could find. Like electric blue. The kind that screams, "Look at me," from across the room. I dyed my entire head in my tiny apartment bathroom, getting blue stains all over my sink and probably my security deposit. Monday morning, I walked into work looking like I belonged in a punk rock band. Tom did a double take when he saw me but didn't say anything. I put on my hairnet like usual and got to work. Around lunchtime, this elderly couple ordered the meatloaf special. 10 minutes later, they called me over, and there it was. A long brown hair sitting right on top of the mashed potatoes. I watched Tom's face as he processed what was happening. His eyes went from the brown hair to my bright blue hair under the hairnet, then back to the brown hair. You could literally see his brain trying to compute how this was possible. Sarah was working the grill again that day, hair flowing free as always. Tom finally put 2 and 2 together and marched over to her. "Sarah, you need to start wearing a hairnet immediately." She tried to argue, but he wasn't having it anymore. Over the next few weeks, the hair complaints dropped to almost nothing once Sarah started covering her hair properly. Tom never apologized to me directly, but he did give me a small raise and stopped the whole hair blaming routine. I kept the blue hair for 3 months just to make sure the lesson stuck.